Good morning. This is Scott Fletcher.
Good morning, sir. I believe we're waiting on at least one more commissioner.
Okay, very good. We will sit tight.
All right, it looks like we have 3 commissioners on the line, sir.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Let's kick things off. I hereby call to order this meeting of the Arizona Boxing and Mixed Martial Arts Commission. Today is Monday, June 29th, 2026, and the time is 11:01 a.m. Would those commissioners that are in attendance please identify themselves and state as to whether they're here via telephone or Google Meets or in person.
This is Eric Feinstein. I'm here via Google Meets.
This is Alex Carpio, and I'm here at Google Meets.
And I am Scott Fletcher, and I'm here via telephone. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. Item B is our disclosure of conflicts of interest. Commissioners, do you have any conflict of interest disclosures to make?
None for me, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you.
None for me, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. And I also have none as well. Item C is our new business. C1 is pursuant to ARS sections 5-227, 5-228, 5-238, and AAC R9-2-C605A and C3 grounds for disciplinary action, the forfeiture of all or part of the purse and or 180-day suspension of Mr. Jalen Davis, a professional boxer and licensee. So let's move right into that. This is the date, time, and place where the matter dealing with Jalen Davis, who holds a professional combatant boxing license, AZ/BMMA number 28624, in case number 26-001-BMMA, is scheduled to be heard by the Arizona Boxing Commission. The subject of this hearing is set forth in the notice of hearing. This is a formal administrative hearing to determine if there has been violations of the commission's statutes and rules and whether disciplinary action is warranted. Let the record show that the commission members have been furnished with copies of A, the notice of hearing, B, the respondent's answer, C, all documents included in the state evidence packet. Will the parties please identify themselves? First, the state.
Good morning, Chairman Fletcher, Commissioner Carpio, and Commissioner Feinstein. This is Suzanne Pendergast for the State Division of Boxing and Mixed Martial Arts, Department of Gaming.
Great. Thank you so much, Ms. Pendergast. Mr. Davis, are you with us?
Yeah, how you doing?
I appreciate you calling in. Thank you. Are you represented by an attorney?
20 years of press.
Today I'm representing myself.
Okay, very good. Thank you. Are you ready to proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then let's continue on down the path. You understand you have the right to be represented by an attorney?
Yes.
Okay. Do you understand that by proceeding without representation of legal counsel, you're waiving your right to such representation at this hearing?
Yes.
Okay. And of course, you may seek legal counsel on any subsequent proceedings, such as an appeal. Do you understand that this hearing is your opportunity to present testimony and evidence on your behalf?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And do you understand that should you appeal the commission's decision, the record you make at this hearing today will be evidence considered by a court in determining whether the commission's decision was proper?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's see, just want to follow, going to cross the T's and dot the I's here. Oh, yes. Would a staff person with the commission review the file to determine if the respondent was properly served? Has the respondent responded to the complaint?
Yes, sir. He was served via email notice as well as via certified mail. He did respond to the complaint via email, which has been provided to the commission, and he is present today.
Okay, great. Is the state ready to proceed?
Yes.
Mr.
The
Chairman,
floor is yours. Yes.
Chairman, maybe we can ask him if he wants to get an attorney, or is he waiving that?
We certainly can. Mr. Davis, are you waiving your right to an attorney at this point?
I reached out to an attorney, but they were busy for today, so I guess I'll be just representing myself.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. Let's go to the state. Is the state ready to proceed?
We might just need to have a quick matter addressed with that. If Mr. Davis reached out to an attorney, and if he does wish to have an attorney be present, he may motion for a continuance today pending representation by an attorney. He has the option to either proceed without the attorney now or ask for a continuance for a reasonable amount of time to obtain counsel. So I would ask, how does he want to proceed first, please?
Yes, thank you. Yes, Mr. Davis, how would you like to proceed on this?
We can continue to proceed.
Okay. Okay, great. Thank you. Thank you all for getting this right. Is the state ready to proceed?
Go ahead.
Yes, I am. Chairman Fletcher, do you mind talking about like the technical rules and the burden of proof? Just so that
Sure.
this understands.
Yes, I do have some statements here I'd like to read into our account here. A hearing of this nature differs from a court proceeding. The technical rules of evidence do not apply. Reliable hearsay evidence is admissible. The commission will entertain objections concerning irrelevant, repetitious, or otherwise inadmissible evidence. However, the commission is the sole judge of the weight given to the evidence received. In a disciplinary proceeding, the state bears the burden of proof and shall go first and present its case. Then the respondent shall present their case. The burden of proof in an administrative hearing is the preponderance of the evidence, which means sufficient evidence to establish that a fact is more likely true than not. After it hears all the evidence and the arguments of the parties, the commission will deliberate and decide whether to dismiss the case or take appropriate disciplinary actions. All persons who are called as witnesses in this matter, including respondent, please come forward, give your name to the court reporter, and be sworn before giving testimony. Ms. Pendergast, is this what you were hoping for?
Yes, thank you. And I don't know
Sure.
if you would like to, I guess, read the oath and swear in my witnesses and Mr. Davis's witnesses if he has any right now, or if you want to go by when I call them.
Why don't we swear them in as they come in?
Thank you. I'm going to make an opening statement if the commission will allow that.
Please.
Good morning, Chairman Fletcher, Commissioner Carpio, and Commissioner Feinstein. This is Suzanne Pendergast for the State Division of Boxing and Martial Arts Department of Gaming. We're here today to address the state's concerns that on June 20th, 2026, Mr. Davis failed to compete honestly and to the best of his ability, both of which are essential elements of a legitimate bout. Today, the state will present sufficient evidence to show that Mr. Davis's behavior on the night of June 20, 2026 was not the product of true competitive spirit. The testimony and video evidence will confirm that during the first round in his bout, Mr. Cotaro, who was Mr. Davis's opponent, threw a left hook that never landed and to which Mr. Davis evaded. Mr. Davis went into an immediate clinch, preventing any real offense or defense. Mr. Cotaro then threw a flurry of lightweight body punches that had no real power behind them. Mr. Cotaro then spun Mr. Davis around while landing a short left jab that also did not have much power to it. Mr. Davis then lost footing and began to fall down as Mr. Cotaro threw a left hook that went over Mr. Davis's head as he was mid-fall. Once the referee asked Mr. Davis if he was okay and wanted to continue, Mr. Davis declined and the referee stopped the fight, resulting in a technical knockout. Pursuant to Section 5-238A of the Arizona Revised Statutes, the commission is empowered to partially or completely withhold a combatant's purse if he is found to not have competed honestly or to the best of his ability. Additionally, pursuant to the Arizona Administrative Code, Rule 19-2-C605A and C605 C3, the commission may suspend a license and withhold part or all of a purse if the licensee's conduct was lacking in honesty, ethics, or moral character as to reflect discredit to the industry. The state asks that after the hearing, in which the commission will review the evidence that is presented today, the commission fines for the state and withholds all of Mr. Davis's purse from his bout on June 20th, 2026, impose a national 180-day suspension, and require that Mr. Davis undergo a fitness evaluation prior to his next competition. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Pendergast. Mr. Davis, does the respondent wish to make an opening statement?
Yes, I'd like to make a statement.
Please.
Okay. On June 20th, 2026, I competed in a
Does it-
professional boxing match.
To be sworn in.
Yes, correct. Please, swear him in as well.
Okay, thank you. Yes, I'm sorry. It's been a while since we've done one of these. I apologize. Mr. Davis, do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God.
Yes, I swear.
Thank you. Please go ahead with your opening statement.
Okay. On June 20th, 2026, I competed in a professional boxing event in Arizona under a signed bout agreement. My contract provided that I would be paid $1,200 for the fight. I reviewed the contract and did not find any provisions stating that my purse could be withheld because the commission believed I didn't put forth a sufficient effort. Before the fight, there were multiple organizational failures that were completely outside of my control, starting with promised transportation. There were supposed to be shuttles to take the fighters to the venue, and they were nowhere to be found. Calling the number on the welcome packet, they said there were no shuttles available, so I called the promoter to only be told that there was going to be a delay on transportation. And after several time had passed, I had to call the promoter again to see where the transportation was, and he stated not to worry. If we have to push back the venue, we'll push back the venue. I was originally scheduled as the fourth fight on the card. During the start of the second fight, I was suddenly told that I needed to be ready immediately because the bout order changed and I was on the fight next. At that point, my hands were not even wrapped yet because the commission was not present to watch my hands being wrapped. While I was still trying to have my hands wrapped, the announcer called me to the ring even though the commission had not even issued my gloves yet. Even though when arriving to the theater, the first thing I asked were, where do I get the gloves? And the commission stated someone will be by to issue them. My walkout music played while I was still in the locker room because I was physically unable to make my entrance. The officials then gave me gloves, but they accidentally provided me with two left-handed gloves before properly checking the gloves before giving them to a fighter, which is extremely sloppy and unprofessional. After putting on the first glove, I realized both gloves were for the left hand. I informed the officials and they had to search for another pair. During this delay, I could hear the announcers telling the crowd that there might be a disqualification if I did not come out soon. The crowd became upset and booed and created a false impression that I was delaying the event, even though every delay resulted from mistakes made by event personnel. Once the correct gloves finally arrived, I was rushed directly to the ring. During the fight, my opponent struck me in the side towards the back of my head during a clinch and threw me to the canvas. After I got up, the referee asked me if I wanted to continue. I responded, yeah, I'm good, but the ref ended up waving off the fight, and then the announcers said that Jalen Davis did not want to continue. Following the bout, I experienced severe headache later that evening at my hotel. As of today, I still have significant neck pain in the back of my neck. that I believe resulted from what occurred during the fight. After the fight, the head commissioner informed me that my purse would be temporarily withheld because he believed I had not put forth a good effort. I objected immediately, along with my cornerman, Justin. I explained that my contract contained no language authorizing the commission to refuse payment based on its opinion of my performance. The head commissioner stated that the decision has already been made while giving me attitude and that I would have to wait for an appeal hearing. He would not discuss the matter further. I then contacted the promoter seeking assistance. The promoter told me there was nothing he could do because he was busy and rudely ended the phone call. I believe I fulfilled my contractual obligation by appearing to the venue, making weight, entering the ring, putting my life on the line, and competing. Any delays before the fight were caused by event's own organizational errors, including changing the fight order without adequate notice, announcing me before I had been equipped, and providing me with the wrong gloves. As a result of these events, I have not been paid the $1,200 that I was contracted to receive. I also believe I was publicly embarrassed and unfairly blamed for circumstances that were entirely outside of my control. The actions of the commission, the promoter, and the event staff caused damage to my reputation in front of a live audience and broadcasted viewers, and I suffered headache later on at the hotel, including, significant neck pain that's still ongoing. I was seeking legal action regarding withholding of my purse, and as the delay of the show, the result of the unorganized venue for the announcers, promoter, and commission to try to put the blame on me is not only defamation of character, but very damaging and disrespectful to make me out to be the bad guy for their own wrongdoings. Despite how unorganized the event was, I performed at the best of my ability, and now I have neck pain. Nowhere in the agreement I signed stated that my purse was based on how well I performed in the ring. Despite putting my life on the line, I weighed in at 207 pounds, and my opponent weighed in at 247 pounds. And the force behind his punches being struck from inside the clinch caused me to get TKO'd. I did my best, and I deserve my full purse and more for what I had to endure mentally and physically. That concludes my statement.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Would the state please call its first witness?
Yes, thank you. On behalf of the Division of Boxing and Mixed Martial Arts, the state of Arizona, I call Francisco Menendez. Mr. Menendez, please state your name for the record.
Francisco Meneses.
I think we have to swear him in also.
Oh, yes, I'm so sorry. Yes, please
Yes.
swear.
Thank you. Yes, Mr. Menendez, do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you.
Okay.
Please carry on.
Mr. Menendez, please state your name for the record.
Francisco Meneses, Jr.
Mr. Menendez, what is your position at the Arizona Department of Gaming?
Event compliance specialist.
Okay. And how long have you been working at the Department of Gaming?
This is my third time working for the department. I've been back for 2 months. All in all, I have worked for the department for approximately 6 or 7 years.
Okay. And what are your job duties as event compliance specialist?
To help oversee the Division of Boxing and Mixed Martial Arts and to confer with the interim executive director and assist where needed.
And for purposes of the record and edification of the commission, can you please describe your background in boxing?
Yep, I served as the executive director of the Arizona Boxing and Mixed Martial Arts Commission for approximately 5 years. I went on to serve as a senior executive with a boxing promotion company, Top Rank Boxing, a global recognized company. And then I returned to the commission. All in all, approximately 10 years in the sports.
And how many bouts have you sanctioned?
Sanctioned over 1,000 bouts.
Okay. Thank you. And now I want to turn to you and talk to you about Mr. Davis. Prior to June 2026, did Mr. Davis apply for a boxing license in Arizona?
He did.
Drew, can you please pull up what has been labeled as Exhibit 2? And I just want to reflect for the record that Mr. Davis was provided all of the proposed exhibits that I will be showing today. There has been some redactions, and that is to protect the personal identification information from being shared with the public. So, Mr. Menendez, do you recognize this document?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is it?
It is the Arizona Boxing and Mixed Martial Arts Commission license application form.
Okay, and is this Mr. Davis's application?
It is.
And is this his application for a boxing license?
It does.
Did the Division of Boxing and Mixed Martial Arts grant Mr. Davis a boxing license in Arizona?
We did.
Thank you. I move to admit Exhibit 2 into the record.
Yes, granted.
Okay. Thank you, Drew. Mr. Menezes, on Saturday, June 26, 2026, or sorry, June 20th, 2026, were you at Toro Promotions boxing match at Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona?
I was.
And in what capacity were you there?
I was there to assist overseeing the event. I reviewed and approved the bouts ahead of time and worked with the promoter and the matchmaker to meet all the regulatory requirements ahead of the event.
And were you there in your capacity as working for the Department of Gaming?
Yes,
And did you stay for the entire boxing event?
I did.
Did you witness Mr. Davis and Mr. Kataro's bout?
I did.
And how did you witness that?
From the commission seats, we were at the table that is commonly reserved for the commission, and it is facing one side of the ring.
Okay, and you were there the entire time?
I was.
I'm now going to show you a video of Mr. Davis and Mr. Kataro's bout, which has been labeled as Exhibit 8. Drew, can you please pull up Exhibit 8? Oh, perfect. Thank you. I'm going to have Drew play this video for everybody on the line as well as the commission with sound at a normal speed, and then we will slow it down to talk about any relevant points related to the state's allegations. Drew, can you please forward? Sorry. Drew, can you please forward to 1 minute and 30 seconds and play?
All right, serious delay, but we are finally underway. Jalen Davis gave the fans a serious delay, and they made them very upset.
Oh, watch out, referee! Watch out, referee!
But the Titan Katara. I don't know if that was even a knockdown. Get out of here.
Thank you, Drew. Okay. Mr. Menezes, is this the video that you've seen before of the bout?
Correct.
Okay. Now I'm going to slow it down for you, and I'm going to ask you exactly to point out what you saw.
Okay.
Drew, can you please slow it down to 0.45 and begin at 1 minute and 30 seconds without the sound? And while it's playing, I'm going to have Mr. Menezes, sorry,
Sorry.
describe what is going on.
All right, so the bell is just about to ring. Mr. Davis is on the right. Mr. Katara is on the left. Bell rings. The two opponents come to the center of the ring. During this portion, there is no scoreable action. Mr. Katara feints a right and then throws a left hook that, can you pause the video right there, Drew? And can we just go back like 3 seconds? So Mr. Katara throws this left hook that Mr. Davis appears to slip by turning his head in a defensive motion. I would say, as somebody who has watched many bouts, especially ringside, There are many factors or many things that you see when a punch connects, such as from the offensive fighter seeing either a recoil of their arm, motion, something, as well as usually when it makes contact with the head, there's a more jerky motion. This was a fluid, smooth turn of the head, showing that he likely evaded that initial left hook. And then Mr. Davis proceeds to immediately go into a grab and hold. You can go ahead and hit play, please. So during this portion, he's kind of holding with his head down. There's a flurry of body punches that don't really have much power. He does go to turn, and you can pause it again, go back just a few seconds and walk through that one more time. As he turns, you can see Mr. Davis's footing is underneath of Mr. Katara. So as he turns, he loses footing and drops and falls. There is no push or shove. During that sequence, we can go back one more time in that little final sequence. You do see Mr. Katara throw another left hook, but you can see that it goes right over the top of Mr. Davis's head as he is dropping right there over the top. There was one clean punch on the face. It was a short jab in that clinch right prior to that action.
Thank you. And after he's down on the ground, did the referee say anything to him?
Yes, the referee proceeds to count. The referee was in a bad position to identify whether it was a clean punch that resulted in the knockdown or if it was a slip or fall. So he starts to begin the count. In my immediate conversation with the referee, when he says right there, "Are you good?" He says, "I'm Mr. Katara," or Mr. Davis responds, "I'm done." And then again says, "Yeah, I'm done." As they go back here into the corner, the referee waves it off, and you can see Mr. Davis doesn't protest, just kind of looks on and seems okay with that ending of the result. From the time of the bell ringing, until Mr. Davis's butt hits the canvas is 11 seconds.
Okay. Oh, Chairman Fletcher and Commissioners, I move to admit Exhibit 8 into the record.
Yes, yes, please.
Thank you, Drew. Can you please now pull up what has been labeled as Exhibit 6? Okay. Yeah, if you can scroll to the top. Thank you. Mr. Menezes, can you please describe what this document is?
Yes, this is the official result from the event in BoxRec, which is the official record keeper for boxing. It shows the information on the event, the date, the place, that it was sanctioned and regulated by the Arizona Boxing and Mixed Martial Arts Commission, the promoter, the matchmakers, and our commission staff. It goes on to have each individual match with the result of such match.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Drew, can you please scroll down to page 2 and stop where there is highlighted? Thank you. And now, can you please describe to me what is highlighted on this page?
Yep, Mr. Davis's name is highlighted. This is his bout versus Mr. Katara. It's highlighted that the round ended in the first round via TKO, and at 34 seconds was the official ending of the time. And off to the left, the 30 days TKO is a medical suspension, which is commonly applied when someone loses via TKO.
Okay, thank you. Drew, can you please hover over where it's highlighted with the 1/4? And does that mean that it ended in the first of 4 rounds?
Correct. It was scheduled for 4 and he ended in the first.
And then where it's highlighted, Drew, can you please hover over TKO? And that is showing that this bout resulted in a technical knockout, correct?
The actual result is to the right. That's not highlighted.
Okay.
Just to the left of the 1/4. That is the actual result, L by TKO. The highlighted TKO is the medical suspension due to a TKO.
Perfect. Okay, thank you. And the highlighted portion where it says 0.34, what is that in reference to?
That's the official timekeeper clock of when the round ended, taking into account from the start of the bell until the official wave off that happened in that corner.
Thank you. Chairman Fletcher and Commissioners, I move to admit Exhibit 8 or Exhibit 6 into the record.
Yes, admitted.
And now I want to talk to you a little bit about the procedure for after a bout. Is it common and the procedure that a combatant is paid after he has left the ring and finished with his bout?
Correct.
And what was Mr. Davis's purse for the bout on June 20th, 2026?
1,200.
And on June 20th, 2026, was Mr. Davis's purse paid?
No.
And why not?
I withheld it after watching their performance, as well as the matchmaker had come over immediately to the commission table and protested his performance. I consulted with the interim executive director, Ms. Norma Rivero, and after talking with us as the commission and given the protest from the matchmaker, we made the decision to withhold pending a hearing.
And following the event, did you draft a report outlining what transpired at the bout?
I did.
Okay. Drew, can you please pull up what has been labeled as Exhibit 4? And if you can scroll slowly, please. Mr. Meneses, is this your report? Oh, sorry, Drew, can you please go up a little bit? I want him to see the full thing. And then scroll down to the bottom.
Yes, I'm familiar with this report. This is a report that was prepared by me and sent to the commissioners, outlining or summarizing the events that transpired that evening and my actions.
Okay. And now. I'm going to read the report in its entirety into the record. It says, to Arizona Boxing and MMA Commission, RE Professional Boxer Jalen Davis, 06/20/26, purse withheld pending hearing. Commissioners, on the night of Saturday, June 20th, 2026, Jalen Davis, a professional boxer with a record of 1-5-0, was scheduled and under a bout agreement to compete in a 4-round boxing contest against Trevor Katara, a professional boxer with a record of 4-5-1 at Celebrity Theater for the Toro Promotions boxing event. Mr. Davis was scheduled for the number 4 bout of the evening. During the second bout, the chief inspector advised me that Mr. Davis's hands were not wrapped and that he claimed to not have a corner that knew how to wrap hands. Mr. Davis's corner consisted of a family member/friend and a significant other. Neither knew how to wrap his hands. The event was delayed while Mr. Davis found someone to wrap his hands. This delay seemed preventable had Mr. Davis advised sooner that he did not have a proper corner to prepare for his bout. After his hands were finally wrapped, his opponent had to wait several additional minutes in the ring for Mr. Davis to arrive in the ring. The crowd voiced their displeasure with boos. Upon the start of the round, within the first 20 seconds approximately, Mr. Davis is backed into the corner when his opponent, Mr. Katara, throws a left hook that Mr. Davis appeared to avoid, aka slip the punch. And then Mr. Davis proceeds to grab and hold his opponent before Mr. Katara turns and throws Mr. Davis down. As he is turning to throw Mr. Davis to the ground, Mr. Katara throws a left hook, which video appears to go over the top of Mr. Davis's head, not appearing to connect. The referee, Timon Dean, was not in a good position to fully see whether the punch landed. Although ref Timon Dean did note that Mr. Davis did not appear to be dazed or impacted by the punch, and that upon rising, Mr. Davis whispered, "Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I'm done," before the bout was waved off. It is believed that Mr. Davis did not sustain a significant punch and therefore was not competing to the best of his ability in the less than 30 seconds he was in the ring. It is my opinion that he viewed this as an opportunity to get an expense-paid trip for himself and friends while earning money for a bout that he was not interested in competing in nor prepared for. His actions and lack of professional competition make it a danger to himself to compete at this level and risks bringing discredit to the sport of professional boxing. It should be noted that upon further review of past bouts of Mr. Davis, he is demonstrating a pattern of quitting after being thrown or pushed down. I am suggesting forfeiture of his purse, suspension of 180 days nationally, and a recommended fitness evaluation prior to next competition. So, Mr. Meneses, did I read that as exactly as you wrote it?
You did.
And after watching the video and as it stands today, does your report reflect what you witnessed during Mr. Davis's bout on June 20th, 2026?
It does, with one exception. After, am I continue?
Yes, you can continue.
After I had reviewed the video and was able to slow it down, I would change my statement that he was thrown or pushed to the ground. It clearly appears that Mr. Davis's footing is underneath of Mr. Katara. So when he makes the turning motion, it simply brings him off of his feet. So there was no physical action of a push or a throw. It was Mr. Davis's own foot placement that caused him to lose his footing.
Okay, thank you. And in the last paragraph of your report, you stated that upon further review of Mr. Davis's past bouts, he is demonstrating a pattern of quitting after being thrown or pushed down. Is that correct?
Correct.
Thank you. Chairman Fletcher and Commissioners, I move to admit Exhibit 4 into the record.
Yes, admitted.
And now, Mr. Meneses, how did you come to the conclusion that Mr. Davis is demonstrating a pattern of quitting after being thrown or pushed down?
He has a record of 7 fights, and of the 7 fights, 5 of them have ended in the first round by TKO or KO. And most recently, his last fight versus Mr. Rudy Hernandez ended in the first round at 2 minutes and 6 seconds. And in that fight, he does sustain a clean punch, but what ultimately ends the fight in that one is a few seconds later, he is pushed, nearly sliding out of the ring, and then off to the side, he is kind of thrown down, and he gives up at that point, and the referee waves it off.
Okay. And do you know what Mr. Davis's boxing record is today?
It is 1 win, 6 losses, no draws.
Okay. And did you review anything to show you what his boxing record is?
I did. I reviewed his professional boxing record and discussed with the matchmaker his record ahead of time prior to approving. Our belief was that he had several fights that were with either debuts or a couple fights with some debuts, or people with a upside down or lopsided record, or very novice fighters, and perhaps they just happen to be more skilled than him. And that's why we had seen that those prior results from his record. Obviously, I believe what we saw on the night of the 20th demonstrated a more true, accurate representation of his performance and his skills.
Okay. Drew, can you please pull up what has been labeled as Exhibit 9? And Mr. Meneses, what is this document?
This is Mr. Davis's box record officially in the system. It has his name at the top. It shows that he is under an active suspension until July 20th, which is for the TKO loss.
Okay. And you say, where did you get this document?
This is on BoxRec. BoxRec is the official record keeper for professional boxing, and all state athletic commissions as well as regulators around the world have access to input, review, and bouts, and as well as suspend competitors.
Okay. Drew, can you please scroll down to the bottom of the second page where the section is labeled career? And Mr. Meneses, what is this section?
This is his career. This shows his past fights, with the most recent one with Mr. Trevor Katara losing by TKO in the first round. Then there's the prior bout from January 30th, 2026 that I just discussed, the debut, Mr. Rudy Hernandez, where he lost via knockout in the first round. And then prior bouts from 2025, 24, and 23 showing a series of losses. I would say the last 3 were all in the first round. He had 1 in 2024 in the third round, and then 2 more prior in the first round.
Okay. And it's possible that a combatant's bout can result in a technical knockout or a knockout, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And it's also possible that that technical knockout or that knockout can happen in the first round.
Absolutely.
Correct? Is Mr. Davis's record typical of a professional record?
Not necessarily. I mean, you can see several TKOs and knockouts. You can see quite a few or several in a first round, but it's not common. And it definitely, as a regulator, gives you pause and wants you to either get some more information from the matchmaker or obtain a skills evaluation to see if this person is really a professional competitor.
Okay. And is this the pattern you were describing in your report?
It was.
Okay. I move to admit Exhibit 9 into the record.
Yes, admitted.
And Mr. Meneses, one last question. After reviewing the video again and walking through, do you stand by your decision to withhold Mr. Davis's purse?
I do.
And why is that?
I do not feel he gave a true concerted effort to perform as a professional boxer here in the state of Arizona under contract. I feel that his 11-second performance was about 9 seconds performative, and only 2 seconds of the first initial 2 seconds was actually a demonstration of the professional sport of boxing.
Thank you. And in addition to withholding his purse, is it also your recommendation to suspend Mr. Davis for 18 months and require that he undergo a fitness evaluation prior to his next contest?
It is. I believe it is. He's creating a danger for himself to be participating in the sport at this level with the skills demonstrated.
Okay. Thank you. I have no further questions for Mr. Meneses.
Thank you, Ms. Pendergast. Mr. Davis, you have the right to cross-examine the witness, should you see so.
Yes. During the video, you can clearly see in the video, I was struck in the face with a jab. I was hit with the left hook in the side of my head, whether it was his glove or his forearm. The force behind that attack, it did some damage because I have neck pain from
Mr. Davis, I'm going to object. You're not asking the witness any questions. You're just going into your testimony. Do you have any questions?
No questions at this time.
Very good. Thank you, Mr. Davis. Redirect for the state. Anything else, Ms. Pendergast?
No, I have no further questions for my first witness. Thank you.
Thank you. We do now reach a point, commissioners, where we are able to question the witness directly. Commissioners, thoughts, questions?
I have one question for Mr. Meneses.
Please.
If that's okay, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, please.
I was not at the event, so I've only viewed the video previously and then also today that was provided. And it's very difficult for me to discern whether there was a punch that landed around that clinch. It looked to me like it was a slip or maybe a push down as part of it. But my feeling after viewing it was, well, the referee was in the ring and the referee decided to do a count, which makes me think the referee must have felt that there was some punch involved in him landing on the canvas. And so I didn't know if the referee was able to be questioned as it relates to this, because I think that's a critical part of understanding the performance here.
Sure. And so if I may just elaborate on that, the referee was questioned and asked about it. If we slow that video down just even a tad bit more, right before he falls, you do see a left punch from Mr. Katara land clean on Mr. Davis's face. However, it's such a quick sequence of events that he immediately falls there because it's in a matter of he's turning, Mr. Katara is turning as he throws that punch. He lands right on Mr. Davis's face and then kind of lets go and Mr. Davis falls down. So the referee did see that initial punch and was thinking that it was related to that. Like we would on anything else, if we have replay available, which is we're using it post event now, we would rule that that was likely not the cause of that knockdown. Yes, he was punched, and that was a scoreable punch, but that was not what caused the knockdown.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Meneses.
Thank you, Commissioner. Commissioner Carpio, questions for Mr. Meneses?
I have a question for Mr. Davis. Mr. Davis, you alleged today in your opening statement that the promoter, the commission giving you 2 left gloves. You would agree that that was all rectified. I'm not here to tell you if that was true or not, but that was all rectified for you to start the fight, correct?
Yeah, I was unable to start the match because they gave me 2 left-handed gloves, and we're not even allowed to get gloves until the commission brings them and signs off on them, let alone you can't put the gloves on without the commission watching and being present.
I understand that, but you were given 2 correct gloves and you were able to start the fight, correct?
Yes, after they replaced them, yes.
Okay. And do you know, this question is for Mr. Menendez or Mr. Davis, did he have a coach, or who was the person's in his corner?
Mr. Davis, go ahead and give your response, and then I'll follow up.
Yeah, I had my corner man there that I met him in Arizona, so it wasn't a I brought my friends along thing, like they tried to state. He was there to be my corner, to have my ice bucket, water, and all of that prior. If the commission, did their research,
I'm just asking who was there. I just need to know who the people that were.
Justin Briggs. Justin Briggs.
Anyone else?
Justin Briggs was my corner.
And then if I can elaborate, there was a male in his corner, and there was also a female that was there. I presumed, I didn't further clarify, but it seemed like friends and family. She didn't seem like she was much partaking in the preparation for the fight or anything subsequent. And the other gentleman that was part of his corner wasn't helping wrap the hands, as you commonly see with a trainer or chief second preparing their athlete for their fight.
Mr. Davis, who was the female with you?
She was there to
No,
be
who is
the
she to you?
friend.
Is she involved with boxing? Does she understand the rules, and was she helping prepare?
Yes, she was there to help alongside Justin for everything that he needed, like holding the mouthpieces, getting the water, making sure everything is set in stone for me to properly prepare. And out of all my 7 fights, I've always had another, because we share locker rooms with other fighters. I've always had another coach wrap my hands, and there was someone available that had said that they were able to wrap my hands, but like I had stated, they changed the bout order of my fight and didn't mention it till the last second. So there was no one even available to watch my hands being wrapped, because we can't just wrap our hands. We have to have commission present watching us get our hands wrapped. And so when they switched the bout around and didn't let anyone know, some of the other fighters were upset too, because now they
Mr.
were
Davis, I'm
one
Mr.
fight.
gonna object.
I just wanted to know who the people were there.
One second, we have an objection, please. Hold on one second.
Hold on. I'm gonna object. Mr. Davis continues to just ramble on and give testimony. He's not answering a question. And this is still the state's presentation of its case against Mr. Davis.
I have one
Yes,
more question for
sustained.
Mr.
Please,
Menendez.
Commissioner.
Mr. Menendez, whose responsibility is it? Is it the fighter or the commission to bring their people to wrap their hands and have them get ready for the fight? Whose responsibility is that?
The responsibility falls on the fighter to ensure they have a proper corner and they are ready for their bout that they signed into an agreement for. That has always been the case from when I worked for the commission prior, and as well as working for a world-renowned promoter. Everyone brings their own corner that at least can get them ready, wrap their hands, coach them. And if they can or know of somebody, they can also usually bring in their own cut man as well.
Thank you. I have no more questions.
Thank you, Commissioner. Mr. Manessas, if I can, would you expound a little bit on the promoter's position here, Toro?
Yeah, I believe the matchmaker is going to be called as a witness by the state up next once we wrap with me,
Oh, okay.
and she can probably ask him that question.
Okay, great. Thank you. I
Any more
take
questions
it
for
with
me?
I do not at this point. Thank you. Are there any additional witnesses by the state?
Yes, the state calls Whitfield Hayden as its next witness.
Present.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you.
Can you please
Welcome.
swear in?
Yes, of course. Do you solemnly swear to tell the whole truth? I'm sorry, do you solemnly swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you. Welcome.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Mr. Hayden. Can you please state your name for the record?
My name's Whitfield Hayden.
And Mr. Hayden, what do you do for a living?
I'm a professional matchmaker.
Okay. And how long have you been a professional matchmaker?
Better part of 27 years.
Okay. And for the record and edification of the commission, can you please describe your background with boxing?
I am heavily involved in the sport of boxing since the late 90s. I was inducted to the WBC Legends of Boxing Hall of Fame last year with legendary status as a matchmaker. I've also been a promoter. I'm currently the head promoter for Premier Boxing Champions concurrently with Toro Promotions and a couple other smaller promotions in and around the Los Angeles area.
Thank you. And how many, I guess my question is, you said you've been doing this since 2006, correct?
No, well, as a capacity as a matchmaker since 06, but as a booking agent and a corner man since the late 90s.
Okay. And what is your relationship to Toro Promotions?
Matchmaker.
Okay. And what was the relationship with Toro Promotions to this boxing event on June 20th, 2026?
Toro Promotions was the licensed promoter of this event.
And so you were working on behalf of Toro Promotions on June 20th, 2026?
Correct.
Okay. And Mr. Hayden, did Toro Promotions enter into a bout agreement with Mr. Davis for the boxing contest on June 20th, 2026?
Yes.
Drew, can you please pull up what has been labeled as Exhibit 3? And Mr. Hayden, can you see this document?
Yes.
And what is this document?
That's a Arizona State bout agreement.
Okay. And according to this agreement, Mr. Davis agreed to enter into a boxing event at Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona.
Correct.
Okay. And Mr. Davis was to fight Trevor Kotara, correct?
Correct.
And that this bout was going to be a total of 4 rounds, with each round having a duration of 3 minutes, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And if you can go down, please, Drew. And under subsection, oh, go up a little bit. Yep, under the subsection F, it says here that the combatant will be paid a sum of $1,200, which is also known as the purse, correct?
Correct.
I move to admit Exhibit 3 into the record.
Yes, admitted.
And thank you, Drew. Mr. Hayden, on Saturday, June 20th, 2026, were you at Celebrity Theater in Phoenix, Arizona?
I was.
And with respect to the boxing event that occurred on that date, you were working for the promoter, correct?
Correct, as a matchmaker.
Okay. And did you stay for the entire boxing event?
Yes.
So you witnessed Mr. Davis's and Mr. Kotara's bout?
Yes.
And where were you watching the bout from?
Ringside.
And did you have a clear view of the bout?
Yes.
Can you describe to me what you saw when you were watching the bout?
I didn't see any meaningful punches land, and I saw a very ordinary fall that I could do 1,000 times a day and walk just perfectly fine. I saw nothing that constituted remotely an injurious situation. I've been involved in 6 or 7 of these cases before where purses have been withheld, and I'd probably put this one nearer at the top of the list.
Okay. And after the bout had been called, did you speak with Mr. Meneses regarding Mr. Davis's bout?
Yes,
And what did you say?
I voiced my concern that the fight was not fought in earnest and that the promoter would like to attempt to exercise its right to withhold the purse due to lack of competitive spirit and effort.
Okay. And just for clarification and conclusion of this testimony, immediately after the referee stopped the fight, you did not believe that Mr. Davis should have been paid, correct?
Correct.
I have no further questions for this witness.
Thank you, Ms. Pendergast. Mr. Davis, would you like to cross-examine the witness?
Does that mean question?
Yes. Yeah.
No, I have no questions at this time.
Okay. Thank you. Ms. Pendergast, any redirect?
No, not at this time. Thank you. And I have no more additional witnesses.
Okay. Thank you. We do have a segment here, commissioners, where we can question the witness. Any questions?
None from me, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. Thank you. Commissioner Carpio?
None from me, Mr. Chairman.
Okay. I'd like just to get a better feel for this, but can you tell me how long approximately the delay was in this card?
Yeah, the delay is a little bit tricky because there was a few different things that were kind of leading to this. So in hindsight, we I think we withdraw or don't necessarily want to push through the issue of the delay in getting ready, just because there was some movement around by the promoter moving bouts around and another prior bout having an issue. So to answer your question, I think it was approximately 15 to 20 minutes, but we are not contesting the delay as the primary issue here.
Okay, fair enough. I have no further questions. Thank you so much for joining us. I think your perspective is critical. So again, thank you for joining us.
Me?
Yes, are there
Oh, thank you.
any additional witnesses by the state?
No, thank you.
Yes. Are there any witnesses by the respondent? Mr. Davis, do you have any witnesses you'd like to call?
Not at this time.
Okay. So let's see. Ms. Pendergast, does the state rest?
Yes, the state will rest its
Okay.
case.
And Mr. Davis, will you rest your case at this point?
What does that mean?
You're just done answering questions and calling witnesses and the like.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. This concludes the evidentiary portion of the administrative hearing. The commission will now hear closing arguments. The state may present a closing argument if you'd like, Ms. Pendergast.
Thank you, Chairman Fletcher and Commissioners. The video evidence that the state has presented to the commission shows that Mr. Davis's conduct on June 20th, 2026 violated the essence of ethical competition by his failure to compete honestly and to the best of his ability. Not only does the video support the state's position, but as does Mr. Meneses and Mr. Hayden's testimony, both of whom attended Mr. Davis's bout. The evidence presented supports a forfeiture of Mr. Davis's purse, a national 18th suspension, and a requirement that prior to his next competition, Mr. Davis undergo a fitness evaluation. Thank you.
180 day, not 18 month.
Oh, sorry, 180 day. Sorry, not 18 month. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Davis, the respondent may present a closing argument if you'd like.
Yeah. I put my life on the line every time I enter the ring. Whether you guys didn't witness a significant punch in your eyes, you guys weren't in the ring fighting. I got hit, and I'm a very coordinated person. I've played basketball, professionally. I've played in college, high school, all that. So footwork I'm not uncoordinated. I didn't just fall down. I was struck, and that's what happens sometimes in fights. You can't win every fight. You know, yes, I've been on a losing streak, but since my first bout, I've fought to the best of my ability. Like, even the fight I've won, it ended in the first round within 30 seconds. Things happen. I wouldn't put my life on the line for a measly $1,200. If that was the case, I could just work at Walmart or something like that. Through all the delays that happened, the miscommunication on letting me know that the fight schedule had changed and they wanted to make an issue about the hand wrapping when I wasn't even up next to fight. Everything that happened in the contract I signed that you guys just witnessed and looked at, nowhere does it say, based on performance, we could hold your purse. Nowhere on the dotted lines where I signed that contract did it say that. Even though I gave it my complete all out there, it wasn't my night. He was the better fighter. He had 40 pounds on me. It is what it is. I accepted defeat, and I shook my opponent's hand at the end of the day because both of us put our lives on the line getting in the ring. So to withhold my purse, I think is very unfair. I have 3 children and a family to feed. The 180-day suspension is fine with me. I don't have to fight in Arizona again. I didn't like the way the commission, the promoters spoke to me about the situation, very hostile and had attitude. I didn't appreciate that. The fighter's supposed to be taken care of, and no one reached out to make sure I got home safely, anything. It was very disrespectful. I went out there, put my life on the line, showed up, competed. The crowd still got a show. I still have a loss on my record. It's not like it was a no contest. I fought, I lost, it's on my record. I should be paid for the work I put in. For everything I had to do and sacrifice to make sure I could make this fight to keep their venue going, I deserve to be compensated for my efforts. And that is the end of my statement.
Thank you, Mr. Davis. Does the state wish to make a brief rebuttal?
No, the state will rest
Okay.
its case. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Having heard the testimony and reviewed the evidence and arguments of the parties, the commission will now discuss the case. The commission can begin with general discussion or can propose motions. The first item for discussion is the findings of fact. The complaint alleges factual allegations from lines 23 through 27 on the first page of the notice of hearing, to wit, that Jalen Davis, 1, caused a significant delay prior to his bout by failing to have appropriate resources in place to have his hands wrapped in a timely manner. Secondly, failed to appear for his rescheduled walkout time. And third, failed to participate in the bout honestly or to the best of his ability, and that he quit competing after being pushed, thrown to the ground, resulting in a technical knockout. The commission will now discuss whether the state has proven these allegations. There are 3 possible alternatives: adopting the allegations as a whole, adopting part of the allegations and rejecting others, or rejecting all of the allegations.
Chairman
Commissioners.
Fletcher, I'm so
Yes,
sorry to
yes.
interrupt. I just want to let you know that the state is conceding A1 and the first caused a significant delay prior to his bout by failing to have appropriate resources in place to have his hands wrapped in a timely manner. And two, failed to timely appear for his rescheduled walkout time. We will concede those points.
Very good. Thank you. Appreciate you jumping in there. Okay, commissioners, it's time to chat about this. What are your thoughts, questions, motions?
Mr. Chairman, it's my understanding then, based on the proposal in front of us, that we could determine whether he forfeits all or part of the purse based on the discussion?
That is correct.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that we could
So
have a movement that was pursuant to that. So
we have all options available. It can be all of it, none of it, part of it. We can direct some of it back to the promoter, for example. We can change the possibility of a suspension too. All of it, part of it, none of it.
I do want to make a movement after hearing from you and Commissioner Carpio.
Very well. Yes, Commissioner Carpio.
Yeah, Mr. Chairman, I move that pursuant to ARS Section 5227, 5228, and 5238, and AAC R92 C605A C 3 for grounds of disciplinary action, forfeiture of all or part of his purse, and 180 suspension of Mr. Jalen Davis. That's the motion on the floor, and I put it up for a vote.
Okay, Commissioner, you say all are part of the purse, so we'd have to sort out. I think your motion would have to sort out.
I would say all of it.
What portion of it? All of it, and is that to go back to promoter, to the department, to be split equally? How would you like that? Would you recraft that motion, please, with details?
Correct. So I move that pursuant to ARS Section 5227, 5228, 5238, and AACR 92 C605 AC3, that Mr. Jalen Davis forfeit all of his purse to the commission and face an 180-day suspension.
Thank you, Commissioner. We have a motion. Is there a second?
Can I was considering
Please.
a similar but slightly more nuanced motion, Commissioner Carpio. Given that the state has pulled back on two of the claims against Mr. Davis related to this motion, I would move that he would forfeit half the purse rather than the entire purse, but that the suspension would remain at 180 days.
Okay, thank you. Well, let's continue to talk about this so we're all sort of on the same page. I tend to agree with half the purse. I'd like to see it go to the promoter. I think the most aggrieved party in this whole thing is the promotional group. They're trying to build a business here in the Valley, and events like this don't help that at all. So that may be my druthers, but I'm malleable too. What do you fellas think?
Mr. Chairman, I could support that in the form of a motion if Commissioner Carpio is in agreement.
Chairman,
I-
this is Deanie Brady.
Yes.
Can you? Yeah, I think
Yes,
you have
yes.
a motion you have a motion on the floor. You need to
Correct.
amend it or vote on it and then move on to another motion.
Okay, thank you.
Mr. Feinstein, want to
Yes.
amend that, I will go ahead and support it.
Okay, Mr. Chairman, pursuant to ARS 5-227, 5-228, and 5-238 and AAC R9-2-C605 AC3, the grounds for disciplinary action, I move for a forfeiture of half of the purse of Mr. Davis and a 180-day suspension of his professional boxing license, with the other half of the purse being returned to the promoter.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries unanimously. Thank you all for your time, Mr. Davis. I wish you the best of luck going forward. Toro Promotions, I wish for great things from you as well going forward. This does conclude the formal hearing. The commission's decision will be reduced to a written order and served on the parties. The parties will have further appeal rights that will be explained in the commissioner's order. This concludes this matter. Thank you all for attending today.
Thank you.
Mr. Menendez, how are we doing? We can head back now to item D, call to the public.
Yes, sir. We're back on track. Item D.
Is there anyone who would like to speak to us?
So, what does this mean technically?
So, Mr. Davis, you're going to receive the commission's final order. They just voted and made a decision. The decision is that the purse is forfeited, with half of it going to the department and half of it returning to the promoter, as well as imposing a 180-day suspension. You will receive that probably in the next week.
Am I able to put in another appeal with my attorney when he's available?
In the notice you receive, it'll have the information on how to proceed with an appeal if you would like to. Correct.
Can I ask a question, Mr. Menendez? You said half of the purse going to the promoter and half of the purse going to the commission, not the fighter.
Correct.
Oh, I missed that part. I'm sorry. I must have misunderstood. So you want half to Mr. Davis and half is retained by the commission, forfeited?
That
Is that
was,
what it was?
yeah, that was the motion.
Half to Davis and half to Toro.
Oh, half to Davis, half to Toro. Is that the
Correct.
motion?
That was
Yes.
the intent
Yes.
of my addendum to.
Okay. I misunderstood. I apologize.
Okay.
So that'll be clarified in there. And then obviously the commission will sign the final order as well. You'll get to review it and make sure it's correct.
Okay. So I'm just a little bit confused. You said so it's
Yeah, that was my fault. I apologize. So my confusion was that half of your purse is being forfeited, half of it is being returned to the promoter. You will receive half. So Toro Promotions will receive an order from the commission advising them to pay you half of your entitled purse.
Okay. So I'll get like a check in the mail or something.
Yeah, however you guys want to make it that payment, whether it be through deposit or that. And then you will receive the final notice if you would like to further appeal that.
Okay. I appreciate all you guys' time.
And we appreciate you joining us, Mr. Davis. Without you, this would have been a very difficult thing to get through. So we really appreciate you joining us. Thank you, and best of luck to you going forward.
Thank you.
Mr. Menendez, anyone else want to talk to us in the call to the public?
I am not seeing any hands raised. If Drew could just confirm.
That is correct.
All right, no hands
Okay.
raised.
E is our call to the commission. Commission members or the executive director may introduce a summary of current events, ask questions, and or make comments. Mr. Vero, Mr. Menendez, anything you'd like to talk about?
No, sir, I have none. Thank you.
No, sir.
Okay, thank you. Commissioners, anything you'd like to talk about?
Just want to commend you, Mr. Chairman, and Mr. Menendez on the professionalism with which this investigation and hearing have been conducted. I think this is certainly a thorough inquiry into the matter, and appreciate the opportunity to weigh in here.
Thank you, Commissioner.
Yeah, this is never an easy thing to do, and it's difficult for all parties. And I think everyone involved, in Mr. Menendez and our commission, with recognizing this and putting it up for a vote.
Yeah, thank you both, commissioners. Ms. Pendergast, thank you. Ms. Ray, always good to hear from you. We're getting the band back together, aren't we? But I thought it went about as well as it could. I think it's an unfortunate situation, and I think we came to an appropriate decision. So thank you all for your time and efforts with this.
Yeah, I like to add something just for the record. This isn't about the $1,200. We spent over $200,000 doing the show. It's just it's not fair to the fans of what's happening when they come and watch. And as a promoter promoting, and we've been booed for like 15-20 minutes, and we like to, we don't, I hate to get so many people involved just for the 12. It's not about the $1,200. It's the decision, half the purse. I respect every man walking into the ring, but they have to show effort. They have to, we want to bring good shows and deliver good shows and good fights. And this happened to us in Seattle. We didn't talk about it. And this is the second time happening to Toro Promotions, and we had to put an end to it somehow for people, fighters who don't perform, who shouldn't. They just come take a dive for money. It's not good for the show. It's not good for the promotion or for the fans or for state of Arizona. So I would make sure that Mr. Davis will never fight on our promotions. I will make sure that, I don't care after the suspension of anything. He will never fight on Toro Promotions ever again. If he plays basketball, good, go play basketball. This is a contact sport. People die, and all this commission, everything, they're protecting Mr. Davis, for maybe future, maybe you should change the sport, maybe you should do boxing. Yeah, and thank you very much for any decision was made. We're going to honor it, and we just want to bring this to your attention. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you so much. And we're honored to have Toro putting on events in our town, and we'll do everything we can to help you do it.
Thank you very much.
More to
Thank
come.
you very
Mhm.
much. I'm sorry
sure.
for all this situation. It's not, again, not about the $1,200. $1,200 is not worth for all this, conversations and Mr. Davis accusations about what he did, what he didn't do. But we saw what we saw, and we have a lot of experience, and we're here to put on great events, and we'll be back in Arizona. Thank you very
Fantastic.
much.
Well, and thank
very
you. Your perspective was so helpful today too. So thank you for joining us. It's really important.
Thank you.
Look forward to your next event.
Thank you. Thank you.
Item F is an announcement that the next regularly scheduled commission meeting will be held virtually via Google Meets at 10 a.m. on Wednesday, July 15th, 2026, and is subject to change based on a quorum. And item G is the possibility of adjournment. Do we have a motion for adjournment?
Mr. Chairman, I move we adjourn the meeting.
We've got a motion. Do we have a second? You know what? I'm going to second that motion. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye.
Aye.
I think the motion carries 2-0, but we are officially adjourned. So thank you all for your time. This was time well spent, I think. And I look forward to seeing you all soon. Take care.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.